level. So if he starts out grappling Islam or stop and takedown defense and things like that, then I'm going to be like, oh, okay, now I'm seeing something that I haven't really seen. So now then my opinion might change within the first round. But yeah, I haven't really seen that. So I'm going to go with what I know, and I know he can hit hard. I felt it firsthand. Like, well, I didn't feel, actually, I don't remember it. But it's but yeah, it's again, if he puts his hands, he can definitely catch him.
He wants to beat you in your own world on the ground, and he's going to bounce your head off the canvas and stop history from happening. What do you make of this?
Bro, I saw his couple interview. Honestly, he looks very bad in this interview. Better for him training more and do less interview, you know. It look like somebody in the house control him and tell him what to say in the interview, you know. He look very bad in the interview, honestly.
I think the odds, because of the style, favors Makhachev probably. Because of the styles. I think Islam Makhachev have maybe more ways to win the fight. So if I'm just thinking rational, according to the odds, I think it favors Makhachev. But Ian Garry definitely has all the chance also on his side to do it. He's a very good striker. He's very long. He's great grappler as well. But he need, I think, to find a way to keep the fight standing.
If Jan has chances, you mean to beat Islam?
Yeah.
It's a fight business. Everyone has chances. Everyone, and especially someone like Ian. He's been able to collect a lot of experience during his run in the UFC. And why not? I see him with a lot of chances.
Yeah.
And Islam, we already saw him getting knocked out in a fight.
Honestly, looking at the fight, I feel like Ian has a good chance to win, you know, just from, that's my perspective. But I'll just be looking from wanting to fight both those guys. So I'll just be looking as a spectator / competitor, as a skill for skill thing. I think Ian has a good shot.
How?
It's a tough fight. I think it's a submission.
Submission.
But I gotta rewatch Ian Garry's fight because I don't know him very well. People saying like he has a good takedown defense.
Yeah. So we'll rewatch and come back to that.
So because I know everything in my division.
Yeah.
But I don't know a lot of people in 170, so I cannot say. But like Islam, right now he's the best, so it's a little bit hard to beat him.
He's a special type of athlete, as we all know. He's one of those guys that are at the pinnacle of this sport here. I talk with Javier all the time, and Islam and those guys are always doing great. So they're in great hands. Javier is the one who builds champions. He's a master at what he does. So he's always with those guys. He's always with Islam, and so I know they're in great hands. They're getting exactly what they need as far as the fighting goes, the training goes, all that. So I see Islam just continuously doing what he's doing.
John, please, one question for Russian MMA fans. Islam Makhachev versus Ian Garry. What do you think about this fight?
Oh, I'm going with Islam because he has a wrestling background, and it's hard to beat wrestlers. So Islam, he may just be one of the greatest fighters in the world right now. It's me and maybe him. So I encourage him to keep going.
Thank you so much.
I favor Makhachev for sure. I think he's just going to take him down and dictate his pace and put the fight where he wants to fight. He's too strong for that little twig, that little cuck that sits in the corner and watches his wife get dogged out by the nutritionist. So, I got Islam. Islam ain't doing that cuck shit.
I feel good about it. He's a well-known guy. He's very highly skilled, and I look forward to the challenge, So, Ian Garry, excuse me, if that's who they pick and that's who Islam wants, no problem. Bring him on the plate. No problem. We'll get ready for Ian Garry. So, but he's good. He's good. I was hoping if he gets anybody, it would be. He wanted Kamaru because he thought that was the toughest stylistic challenge for him. So I wanted that because that's what he wanted. And but he was good with Ian Garry, you know, or Topuria too. You know, he wanted a challenge. So those are the three that I know he stated that he wouldn't mind.
Yeah, everything is going very well. We stay in the same gym. Like last couple of fights, we stay in New Jersey and training in Nick Cotton MMA. It's very nice gym. I have too many my brothers and friends and sparring partner with me. Almost all team is here. We're training together. Habib is here, Javier is here, you know, and we're training every day very hard to be ready.
Meanwhile, Michael Bisping has watched countless fighters step up to face elite wrestlers, and he knows the difference between a mismatch and a competitive chess match. Now, as Islam Makhachev prepares for his first welterweight title defense against Ian Garry at UFC 330, he argues that Makhachev is considered the pound-for-pound best and a heavy favorite due to his elite sambo and wrestling.
Get a hold of Ian Garry and take him down. Yeah, it's probably going to be easy. Ian will struggle to get back to his feet, and I don't think he can match Islam in terms of jiu-jitsu or submission grappling, okay? But it's the style that Ian Garry has. It is the length and the reach that he has, and it is his ability to silence out the crowd and not give a damn if you people are booing. If everyone in the arena is throwing their popcorn and the drinks and going, boo, this is garbage, because all Ian Garry is doing is dancing around, popping the jab, throwing the right hand, using push kicks to keep Islam away, he won't care, because on paper, or according to the judges, he's winning the...
As Michael Bisping looks at the bigger picture of Islam Makhachev's career, he notes that Islam is looking to make his first welterweight title defense after holding the lightweight strap, aiming to achieve a rare two-division defense legacy. If Makhachev succeeds in defending both belts, he could cement his status as one of the most dominant champions in UFC history.
Yeah, I don't think he's thinking about that. All he's thinking about doing is something that other people have never done, and that is defend belts in 2 weight divisions. As I say, he defended 4 times at lightweight, and now this will be his first ever defense at welterweight. And by the way, if he gets through Ian Garry, and that is a big if, and I say that respectfully, and I assume Islam will be a massive favorite, and rightly so. I'm just saying, you can never count your chickens in this sport. You should never underestimate.
As a former wrestler himself, Chael Sonnen explains that moving backward is penalized as stalling in wrestling, but highlights it as a controversial yet effective tactic to neutralize pressure. If a fighter relies too heavily on that backward movement without offering counterthreats, it can become a tactical liability rather than a defensive asset. For a fighter, this isn't just about movement, it's about balancing defensive survival with the need to score points and win rounds.
In wrestling, as a matter of fact, the wrestling that you see in your schools or even the international styles that you might see at the Olympic Games, you must, per the rules, stand in one spot or go forward. You cannot go backwards. They'll call you. They'll call you for stalling. They'll call you again and they'll give a point. They'll call you enough times, they'll disqualify you and end the match. Like, it's a really big deal. No wrestling can take place if one of the 2 guys is going backwards.
When looking at the most intriguing aspects of the Makhachev-Garry matchup, Chael Sonnen finds the perspective clash between Islam's pressure and Garry's footwork to be a compelling tactical puzzle. If Garry's movement can keep Makhachev at bay, it could disrupt the champion's rhythm. If Makhachev's pressure overwhelms Garry's footwork, the fight could become one-sided. For Garry, this isn't just a fight, it's the ultimate test of whether his movement can survive the pressure of the sport's most relentless grappler.
And if Ian does play that game of cat and mouse with that long reach that he has, right? Is it enough to say that Ian's gonna upset Islam? Boy, Islam's pretty special. I don't know that it is, but is it enough to make it interesting? It made it interesting when Ian took on Rakhmonov. Ian had a plan, and that fight wasn't boring, and that fight wasn't just about Rakhmonov chasing him down to try to get a hold of him. I don't know that Islam's assessment is accurate.
Islam Makhachev makes his first welterweight title defense against Ian Garry in the UFC 330 main event on August 15th in Philadelphia, and the stylistic clash between Makhachev's relentless pressure and Garry's movement is the kind of tactical puzzle that could define the division. Let us know in the comments who you've got, the Dagestani pressure or the future, and what round or how it ends. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss more fight previews and predictions.